Not every slow LLM task needs the same job system. Compare FastAPI, Celery, and Temporal in Python before your retries and approvals become a mess. This is the workflow you'll know how to run when we're done, which inspects your LLM job traits and chooses the appropriate runner. I'm Professor Pi, teaching AI engineering and LLM systems with simple Python. Calling an LLM from a web request can feel straightforward at first, until different patterns start to show up. Some calls are tiny and safe to handle right away. Others are long, flaky, or need retries. Some need human review, timers, or durable state that survives crashes. The trick is matching each job to the right runner, so your API stays fast and your work stays reliable. We want low latency for user-facing routes, clear error records when things go wrong, and durable workflows for approvals or multi-step tasks. FastAPI, Celery, and Temporal each solve part of that puzzle. FastAPI background jobs let you return an HTTP response while doing light work afterward. Celery gives you a distributed queue, retries, and task metadata for transient model outages. Temporal gives you durable workflows, timers, and deterministic history, so approvals and multi-step logic survive restarts. Each tool fits a different class of LLM work. Imagine 3 small demos that expose those differences. One will log prompts after the request returns. One will capture failures and rank prompt variants. One will run a review workflow with time skipping and durable crash traces. They're compact examples for reveal trade-offs without heavy infra. Quick note: this code is designed to teach the core idea clearly. Library versions and local setups can vary, so check the official docs if your setup behaves differently. To start with the simplest integration, we will show how to defer lightweight work from the HTTP path into a FastAPI background job. This snippet queues a FastAPI background tasks job to log an LLM prompt after the HTTP response returns. It imports FastAPI utilities, instantiates the app, and tracks background actions in the in-memory list named events. The function record prompt appends a tagged string, and QJob receives the post payload calling backgroundtasks.addTask, so the logging runs after the response is sent. Test client posts the demo prompt to the LLM endpoint, immediately returns the queued status, and the events list shows the deferred handler executed. The print statement reports the response status alongside the background entry, proving FastAPI handled the call quickly while still recording the prompt asynchronously. That background approach is great for quick logging, but it doesn't give you a durable queue when tasks fail or models time out. For that, we switch to Celery and show how it captures errors. This example shows a Celery task capturing failure details for a Redis-backed LLM job dispatch. It creates the Celery app against Redis URL, flips task always eager, so the snippet runs without an external worker, and leaves retries disabled for clarity. The guarded prompt task raises a value error to mimic an upstream model outage, and apply async and queues it immediately while returning a result handle. The surrounding try and except around result.get prevents the value error from stopping the script, letting the async result preserve its failure state and reason string. The final print surfaces both fields, demonstrating how Celery records errors for later incident analysis even when the task crashes. Capturing a single failure is useful, but if you want to compare many prompt variants, you need batching and collection. Next, we show a grouped Celery run to score and rank prompts. This snippet batches Celery scoring tasks to rank prompt variants using eager execution for quick feedback. It reconfigures the Celery app against the Redis URL and enables task always eager, so grade runs inline during tests. The grade task returns a tuple of prompt and rounded score, keeping the comparison data explicit. Prompts feeds group with stubs, apply async launches them together, and jobs.get collects every async result payload in one list. The final max call picks the highest score, and the print shows the winning prompt, clarifying how Celery can orchestrate scoring comparisons without blocking the API tier. For approval flows and timers that must survive crashes, Temporal provides durable workflows and deterministic history. We'll run a time-skipping test to exercise a review flow. This snippet spins up a temporal time-skipping test environment to execute a review workflow safely. It imports the workflow alias WF, prepares run ops for consistent workflow identifiers, and defines review to wait via WF sleep before returning an approval string based on the prompt contents. The main coroutine opens workflow environment.start time skipping, grabs env.client, and registers a worker bound to the LLM task queue with the review definition. Client.execute workflow launches the run with the given input while the worker cooperatively processes the history. The ending print wraps a syncio.run, so the durable execution result is displayed once the workflow completes. Durable systems also need clear crash metadata for postmortems. To show that, we intentionally provoke a workflow failure and capture the error details. This example triggers a temporal workflow failure to surface durable error metadata for debugging. It defines fragile as an async workflow that immediately raises runtime error, then builds run ops so every start uses a predictable ID and task queue. The main coroutine opens the time-skipping workflow environment, registers a worker for fragile, and calls env.client.execute workflow inside a try block. When the workflow raises, the temporal client surfaces a workflow failure error subtype, which the accept clause captures while converting its Python type to a readable string. The trailing print converts asyncing.run output into a single failure line, emphasizing how Temporal preserves crashes for postmortems. Taken together, these demos map to real projects naturally. FastAPI background tasks are perfect for non-critical logging and short post-response actions. Celery fits distributed scoring, retries, and error backlog analysis. Temporal handles long-lived approvals, timers, and logic that must survive worker restarts. In practice, you might use all three: FastAPI for the API edge, Celery for high-throughput model jobs, and Temporal for orchestration and approvals. Here's the takeaway in one clean thought. Pick the tool that matches the job. Use FastAPI for light, fast post-response work. Celery when you need queued retries and error history. And Temporal when you need durable state, timers, and crash-proof workflows. Remember one caveat: more durable systems bring more operational cost. So start simple and escalate only when you need those guarantees. Next step: tune Celery worker concurrency to match your model latency and queue depth, and measure throughput and end-to-end latency under real load. If short, practical AI engineering helps, subscribe and watch the AI engineering videos.